I need to confess something that makes me ashamed. I've destroyed good men, men who loved me, respected me, would have built a life with me, and I treated them like they were worthless. Not because I'm evil, but because they let me. I'm about to expose the 5 behaviors we use when we don't value you, so you can recognize them immediately and walk away before we destroy your self-worth. Because once you know our playbook, you'll never tolerate disrespect again.
The breadcrumb game. Let me start with the cruelest thing we do. We give you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but never enough to feel secure. I call this the breadcrumb game, and I've played it perfectly. Let me tell you about David throughout this entire video, because I used every single behavior on him. David was everything I should have wanted. Successful, kind, genuinely cared about me. But something about his consistency made me feel powerful. Here's exactly how the breadcrumb game works. Monday, amazing conversation, flirty texts, making you feel like you're the only man in the world. Tuesday, Thursday, complete radio silence, no explanation, no I'm busy, just gone. Friday, sorry babe, crazy week, miss you. And you're so relieved to hear from us that you forget how confused and anxious we made you feel. I did this to David for 3 months. I knew I could disappear for days, and he'd still be there when I came back. So I tested it. I'd give him amazing dates where we'd talk for hours. Then I wouldn't text him for a week. I'd send him good morning texts for 3 days straight, then go completely cold. Here's what was going through my mind. Let's see if he'll chase me. I wonder how long he'll wait before he gets desperate. It's cute how he thinks I'm just busy. The sick part? I enjoyed watching him try to figure me out. I liked the power of knowing he was thinking about me while I was living my life. When a woman doesn't value you, she treats your attention like a game. She gives you just enough to keep you invested, but never enough to feel valued. Because the moment you feel secure, she loses the control she craves. If you're getting breadcrumbs instead of consistency, she doesn't value you. Backup plan treatment. Here's the second way we show we don't value you. We keep you on standby while we explore better options. You're never the priority. You're the insurance policy. David experienced this constantly. He'd make plans with me weeks in advance, rearrange his schedule, cancel with friends. But me? I'd keep him waiting until the last minute to confirm. I'll let you know if I'm free tonight. Something might come up, but probably we can hang out. Let me see what my day looks like and I'll text you. I was keeping my options open in case something better came along. A more exciting invitation, a more attractive man, a more interesting event. David was my backup plan, and I made sure he knew it without saying it directly. Here's the psychology behind this behavior. When we don't value you, we don't want to commit our time and energy to you. We want to keep you available for when we need attention, validation, or companionship, but we don't want to invest in you the way you invest in us. The signs you're being treated as a backup. She never makes solid plans in advance. She cancels on you frequently, but expects you to always be available. She reaches out when she's bored, or her other plans fell through. You feel like you're always the second choice. I remember one weekend David and I had plans on Saturday, but Friday night a guy I was more interested in asked me out. So I texted, "Hey, not feeling great today. Can we rain check?" Then I went on an amazing date with someone else. Sunday morning I texted David, "Feeling better, want to grab brunch?" And he said yes. He was just grateful I was available. That's when I knew I had all the power. He was willing to be my backup plan, so I never had to treat him like a priority. When a woman values you, she makes time for you. She doesn't keep you waiting while she shops around for better options. Conditional affection. The third behavior is the most psychologically damaging. We make our love conditional on your performance. You only get affection when you do what we want. You only get warmth when you prove your worth. You only get treated well when you're useful to us. I used this tactic to control David completely. If he planned an expensive date, he got affection. If he bought me something nice, he got sex. If he did me a favor, he got loving texts. But if he disappointed me, disagreed with me, or prioritized something else, ice cold, silent treatment, emotional withdrawal. I trained David like a dog. Good behavior gets treats. Bad behavior gets punishment. Here's what I was thinking. If I give him love for free, he'll stop trying to earn it. Men work harder when they're not sure if they're good enough. I need to keep him proving himself to me. The cruelest part? I convinced myself this was normal, that men needed to earn love and affection, that withholding warmth would make them better boyfriends. The reality? I was using love as a weapon. Real love doesn't have conditions. Real affection doesn't require payment. When someone truly values you, they don't make you jump through hoops for basic kindness. Signs you're getting conditional affection: she's only sweet when you've done something for her, her mood depends on what you provide, you feel like you're constantly auditioning, you're afraid to disappoint her because you know she'll withdraw. I did this to David right before his surprise birthday trip. But the week before, he missed dinner with my friends because of work, so I punished him. Cold shoulders, short replies, no affection. He apologized, brought me flowers, promised to make it up to me. That's when I realized I was training him to fear my disapproval more than he valued his own priorities. Emotional games. The fourth behavior is pure psychological warfare. We send mixed signals to keep you confused and chasing. Hot and cold, push and pull. Mixed messages designed to keep you guessing, because a confused man is a controllable man. I was a master at this game with David. I'd say I wasn't ready for anything serious, then act like we were in a relationship. I'd say I needed space, then get upset when he gave it to me. I'd act uninterested when he was available, then chase him when he pulled back. Here's how I played this game. Phase 1, the push. I think we should just be friends. I need to focus on myself. Phase 2, watch him pull back. He gives space, invests less. Phase 3, the pull. I'm flirty again. I suggest we hang out. I act like I want him. Phase 4, he chases again. He thinks I changed my mind. He invests more. Phase 5, repeat. The moment he feels secure, I push him away again. Intermittent reinforcement is the most addictive pattern in psychology. Casinos use it, social media uses it, and women use it on men they don't value. By giving unpredictable rewards, affection, attention, hope, we create an addiction. You become addicted to the highs, which makes you tolerate the lows. I kept David in this cycle for almost a year. Mixed signals aren't confusion, they're manipulation. Dismissing your needs. The fifth and most destructive behavior. We completely disregard your needs, feelings, and boundaries, because when we don't value you, we don't believe your needs matter. I need to confess the worst thing I ever did to David. He told me public criticism hurt him, asked me to address issues privately. Reasonable, right? But 3 weeks later, at dinner with friends, I loudly contradicted him and made him look stupid. I saw the hurt on his face and felt nothing, because I didn't value him enough to respect his boundaries. This is what we do when we don't value you. We dismiss your emotional needs as weakness. Ignore boundaries because they're inconvenient. Prioritize our comfort over your well-being. Treat your feelings like overreactions. Examples: you ask for quality time. We call you clingy. You express hurt. We say you're sensitive. You set a boundary. We test it. You need emotional support. We make it about us. David never fully trusted me again after that. He stayed for a few more months, but something in his eyes changed. I had shown him his vulnerabilities meant nothing to me. When we don't value you, we don't see you as fully human, just someone to meet our needs. A woman who values you will listen without defensiveness, respect your boundaries, consider your feelings, and apologize when she hurts you. The hard truth. Why do women behave this way? Because these behaviors work, because men let them work. When you tolerate disrespect, it signals low value. Evolutionary psychology explains it. Women subconsciously test emotional strength. We test your boundaries to see if you'll enforce them. When you don't, we lose respect. And when we lose respect, we stop valuing you. David finally stood up to me. He demanded consistency, refused to be my backup plan, withdrew his attention when I withdrew affection. For the first time, I respected him, but by then, it was too late. 6 months later, David found someone who valued him from day one. And I learned the hardest lesson. A woman can only treat you badly if you let her. How to respond. Step 1. Call it out directly. Breadcrumbs. I need consistency. Talk regularly or not at all. Backup plan. Make plans in advance or I'll make other plans. Conditional affection. I'm not earning basic kindness. Mixed signals. Are we building something or not? Decide by Friday. Dismiss needs. Respect my boundaries or the conversation ends. Step 2. Set a clear timeline. 14 days to show change. Step 3. Follow through. If she doesn't change, walk away. Step 4. Focus on your value. Build yourself up. Work on your goals, confidence, life. Final reflection. The 5 behaviors: breadcrumbs, backup plan treatment, conditional affection, mixed signals, dismissed needs. I used all of them on David, and I regret it because he truly cared. You deserve someone who values you. Don't settle for less. If you're experiencing these behaviors now, address them. Your self-respect is worth more than her approval. Comment enough below if you're ready to value yourself. And watch the next video. Your silence is hurting them more than you think. Because sometimes the most powerful response to disrespect is no response at all.